welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Chigel, and on this channel I'll be sharing information about my application to study in Canada, how it was approved, the documents I submitted, what the application process was like, how long did it take for me to get my approval, what next after approval, after your visa has been approved, what next. So I'm just going to be talking about my experience, my journey, and everything so far. And I also will be carrying you guys along on how I'm planning my trip, because I'll be leaving for Canada in a few weeks from now. So I'll be sharing information about everything that has to do with the travel plans and just the preparation. I'm going to be sharing our details. I'll carry you guys along. So please, you guys should subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I upload videos. Please comment, drop your questions in the comment section, and please, you guys just support me. It's my first time doing this video, and it really took a whole lot for me to be able to make this video. So please, I need your support, I need your love, you understand? So please, let's do this together. Let's build a community together, and I'm willing to share my experience with everyone, you understand, just for the purpose of getting the right information. So you guys should just stay tuned, don't go anywhere, and let's get into the video proper. So my journey to study in Canada started in November 2020. That was when I started my research for schools, and I was looking out for courses related to what I studied in my undergraduate level. And I first applied to the University of Manitoba, where I wanted to study plant science. I studied agriculture at my undergraduate level, so I was looking at doing something in line with what I studied at undergraduate level, or my first degree rather. So I actually applied for plant science, and it took a while for me to get response from the University of Manitoba. I mean, I waited from November up until March, and there was no response. And for this process, what's it called, the application process and the visa application, I actually got an immigration consultant to assist me with the whole process. So I had to reach out to her, and I suggested that, okay, I think we need to apply to another school, just to have a backup plan, since it's taking a while for me to get response from the University of Manitoba. So from the research, we came up with Fanshawe College in Ontario. So I sent in my application. That was in April 2021, and I was looking at September start date to come in for the September term. So when I sent in my application to Fanshawe College, in less than a week or so, I got response, and I was admitted, and I was required to pay tuition deposit of 7,400 and I think 57 Canadian dollar. Yeah, that was the tuition for a semester, and the school gave me 30 days to make that payment, you understand? So I had to quickly rush to the bank to make payments. And what next? I was gathering documents for my visa application. So I gathered all the documents, and I sent in my application first week of May, and I'll be sharing with us the document I submitted. So if you see me looking down, I have the document here. So first thing first, I used my dad as my sponsor. My dad was my sponsor, he sponsored me. So or he's my sponsor rather. So I actually submitted soft copies of his bank statements, you understand? I submitted soft copies of this bank statement. I also got tax clearance for him, so I submitted a copy of his tax clearance. And I work with a financial institution here in Lagos, so my salary account statement was required. So I submitted my salary account statement. Also, my pay slip was also, not like it was required, but supporting documents. When it comes to Canada, please, documentation is very important. So there is nothing like you can't submit too many documents, you understand? But at the same time, whatever documents you're submitting, just make sure it's necessary, you understand? It's something that would actually help your application. So since I say I work for this organization, so I also have to submit documents to back my claims. And I got recommendation from my employer to state that, okay, attesting to my good conduct. I work with this organization, and just reference, how it's done. So I also got that from my employer. Then I also got a police character certificate, which I submitted. A police character certificate. I submitted that, you know, just state that I'm of good conduct, and I won't be a threat to the Canadian, all of that. So I had to submit that. Then my dad, okay, gave me an affidavit of support. You understand? I made sure I got an affidavit of support from my dad stating that he's my financial sponsor and he's willing and capable to support me throughout my study in Canada. You understand? So I had to get that from him. Then also the company, my dad is a contractor, so the company he works with, I actually got a letter of introduction from his employer. So stating that he has been with this organization for a very long time and he is capable, financially capable to support me, to sponsor me throughout my study in Canada. Then also I submitted some supporting document, award of contract that he has, the contract that has been awarded to him through the company, and even the one he was currently working on. I made sure I got an award of contract for that, and I submitted that rather, and that award of contract stated the worth of the contract, the duration of the contract. I just had to convince them that my dad is financially capable. He has the funds, he has the resources, he's gainfully employed. So he has a source, he has those resources, what is required to sponsor me. Just to let them know that I won't be a liability to the Canadian government, you understand? Just to convince the visa officer that financially we are capable, he's capable to sponsor me throughout my study. So that is not about the documents I submitted. I also submitted my transcript. Yes, my transcript, my SOP, that's letter of intent or statement of purpose. It depends on what you want to call it. I submitted that. Then what was my degree certificate? I submitted my birth certificate, and that was just it. That was what I submitted. So I sent in my application first week in May 2021 and was hoping I would get response on or before September, because I was required to resume on the 9th of September 2021. So after sending in my documents first week in May, the wait started. Trust me guys, I supported my application with prayers, because that God factor cannot be replaced. It doesn't matter the kind of document you submitted, and I needed that God factor. So I made sure that I was praying and I was hoping that I actually get positive response. So the wait started May, June, July, August, September. 5 months. Okay, June, July, August, September. Okay, up until August, I was still waiting. No response. I waited and waited and waited. There was no response, and I had to, towards the end of August, the school gave me an option to start my study online. I could study online from my home country here in Nigeria. But was I willing to take that risk? I had to reach out to my immigration coach, because she was also giving me feedback. We were communicating, and I had to reach out to her that, what do you think? I have the option to start my study online. Based on your experience, is it a good idea? And she told me that, you know what, I feel you should just defer. Let's defer. You understand? Not that you can't start online, but to her, she just feels it's safe I defer. And to me, I also agree with her. You understand? I felt, I don't know, I just want to, I don't want, that fear was just there. What happens if I don't get approved? I wouldn't want to start going through the process of requesting for a refund, all of that. So I just felt it was safe for me to defer my admission. Okay, so I was looking at deferring from September, that's the fall term, to January 2022. But as at that point, January was filled up already for my course, so I couldn't even get a space for January. So I had to go for May 2022. So you see it. Yeah, it was it was, it was difficult for me because I was thinking, oh my god, I've been waiting since May up until August, so now I have to defer till May again, 2022. But I was just hopeful. I was just hopeful. I was just hoping that God, the most important thing for me is to get that visa approved. That's the most important thing. So long I have the visa approved, fine. May is definitely going to come, whether I likes it or not. May is going to come. So, and which gives me enough time to, prepare for my trip properly. So fine, we went ahead, we deferred, sent a mail to IRCC. The school issued a new admission letter to me, so I had to notify IRCC. I had to upload the new admission letter, and I was waiting. So September came, October, and November. The months to remember. I will never forget November 2021. Where was I? I was at the bank. I went for a transaction, and an OTP was sent to my mail. So I didn't even know that my approval, what's it called? The email came in since 3 a.m. You understand? So I didn't even know when I was in the bank. Say that should be around 10 a.m. or so. So I needed to do a transaction, and an OTP was sent to my mail. So I was trying to get the OTP. When I saw that mail from my immigration consultant, like she even sent that mail, like I said, since 3 a.m. I didn't even check my mail, I didn't even see it. And she was like, congratulations, your application has been approved. You have to do this, submit your passport. Oh my god. Guys, I was so happy. I was overwhelmed. I was, I can't even explain. I can't explain that feeling you get. I was really, really excited. Like, oh my god, finally, my application was approved. And quickly, I had to follow the instructions on how to submit my documents to VFS. I had to send my documents for stamping. I had to, probably my next video, I'm gonna discuss that process, how I went about it, the document I submitted, after my application was approved, the document I submitted, how I submitted my passport for stamping. I'm going to discuss that in my next video, you understand? So for the benefit of those who need that information. So like I said, I had to quickly rush, submitted my document, and I waited. I was tracking it online, like, I couldn't wait. Hey, and then let me even see that stamp on my quali. Then I would know. Then like I would know that yes, Otis there. you know that, that feeling, Otis there, like everything is in order. And guys, it came. It was in this envelope, properly packaged in this envelope. You can see it now. Yeah, VFS. You get so. And that was how my mom was the one that I was at work, so I just had to let her know that, okay, I'm expecting a package from DHL. So they contacted me. I had to reach out to her to help me pick it up. And yes, I got my passport stamped. Oh my goodness, I came back from work and I couldn't wait, like, to open it just to see what it looks like. Oh my god. So yeah, I was super excited. And then reality dawned on me. I knew that, chi girl, Canada, here I come. So you have to start preparing. So, but nothing was really happening, because after I got my passport back, I was just relaxing. I was just going to work, chilling, just waiting until, when it's getting close to my date, probably a month or two, I can now start the preparation proper. You understand? So now March is here, and I'll be traveling a few weeks from now. So I've started, getting everything ready, what I need to get ready, the list of documents that will be required at the port of entry. I'm actually getting that ready. I already bought my ticket. I had to buy what's it called, a round trip ticket, because I actually want to get PTA. I need that PTA, so that was why I had to buy what's it called, to and fro, a round trip. That's what it's called. I had to buy that so that I can have access to PTA. I need that PTA, so I pray hopefully to be available. It should be available hopefully when it's time for me to pick it up from my preferred bank. it should be available. So in the next video, I would be talking about what's it called, the pre-preparation for my trip, the document, what am I doing, what documents am I taking. I'll be talking about that in my next video. I'm going to start with, like I said, the document I submitted for my passport to be stamped. Then I'll go into the documents that is required. What do you need to take along with you? What kind of document are you expected to have at the port of entry? I'll be sharing that. I'll be talking about that in my next video. Then subsequent videos, like I said, I'll be carrying you guys along, how I'm preparing for my trip, the food items, what I'll be taking along with me, the packing, how I'm packing my luggage, everything. I'll be talking about everything, in detail. So please, if you've been able to watch my video up to this point, I want to say thank you so much. Thank you for your time. I know your time is precious. Thank you so much for watching this video up until this point. So like I said, please, you guys should subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and leave your questions in the comment section. Please, I will be there to respond to your questions. Okay, then notification is important, so you get notified. So please help me turn on that bell so you get notified when I post videos. So please subscribe. Let's build this family together. Let's build this community together. You guys should support me. Please, I can't do this without you guys. I'm here for you guys. So please, I need your support. Please subscribe. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next vlog. Bye for now.